I decided to crystallize what I consider 10 steps to destroying American society and to write them down. And we'll put them on marklevinshow.com. See if you agree with me. There may be others, but these are 10 core ways to destroy this society, and I think they're well on their way of trying to anyway. Number 1, rewrite the Constitution and break down its firewalls through judicial and bureaucratic fiat. That's what cap and trade is, and I can go on and on 1,000 other ways. Number 2, concentrate all meaningful power in the federal government. Isn't that what's going on? The states are almost a joke, sadly. Number 3, suppress and repress the individual by attacking his unalienable rights through laws and constant torment. You ever try to start a little business from your home or not? You ever try to plant a tree in a backyard where you might have a pond? Number 4, eliminate private property through confiscatory taxation and regulation and wage constant war against business enterprises and entrepreneurs. This is the class warfare that goes on in this country, as if we were the old Soviet Union. Control institutions of education, number 5, at all levels and turn them into indoctrination centers for the state. Look at the history books. Push out the religious holidays and on and on and on. Number 6, change the citizenry by opening national borders to virtually all comers and changing the qualifications for citizenship to include mostly poor, uneducated, illegal aliens. That would be the new voting bloc. Number 7, destroy the private financial institutions that have funded the greatest production and accumulation of wealth for the most people the world has ever known. The Community Reinvestment Act and the abuses of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, among other things. Number 8, destroy capitalism and replace it with redistributive policies by destroying the currency and replacing it with a new currency or revaluing the old currency. And I think that is clearly an agenda item of this president. Massive deficit spending. Number 9, toward 10 steps to destroying American society. Eliminate American sovereignty through arrangements and agreements with foreign countries and international bureaucracies. Number 10, use American foreign policy not to improve American economic and national security, but to weaken it. 10 steps to destroying American society. This is the Obama plan, and it's not just his plan. These elements have been elements of various leftist, radical, statist philosophers throughout history. And they've been practiced in different societies, in different ways, with different intensities, and it's being practiced on us right now. I often talk to you about how language is misused and abused by this president and the left, and I want you to think about something. He puts out a budget today, but we're only going to tax the wealthiest Americans, he says. It used to be that they would attack the multimillionaires. It used to be after that that they would just attack the millionaires. Then they would attack families or small businesses that earned over $500,000 a year. Now, they've lowered the bar. If you're a cop and a teacher and you have seniority and you have some outside income or some interest income or whatever, and you're hitting $250,000 a year, you're now treated as if you're Bill Gates. If you're a small dry cleaner down the street and your gross income, your gross receipts for a year are $250,000 or more, you're now treated like an international multimillionaire, like an international corporation. If you have a couple successful restaurants, you're super rich. If you have one good year where you've been struggling, you're an inventor or what have you, and you have one good year, and you've struggled all those years up to that year, you're going to be punished next year. You're going to see more and more of your money removed. You're not a millionaire if you have a small business and earn $250,000. You're not a millionaire if you're two hardworking stiffs and you've over the years through seniority and so forth you have a pretty good income and a two-income family. So what? You're not multimillionaires, and yet under this president, you're rich. You're filthy rich. And they have to do this. They have to dumb down the number, and they're going to keep dumbing down the number because there's not enough money left. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. You could literally confiscate all the money from multimillionaires and billionaires in this country, and you would not have enough. They say they're worried about the so-called middle class. They are destroying the so-called middle class.